Welcome to AutoCAD online training presented by BIMLABS Engineering Services Private Limited. BIMLABS is an Autodesk authorized training partner. I am Arya Shaji, working as a technical engineer at BIMLABS. So this video is about AutoCAD function keys. We know that there are command areas for each tool, like a line for L for line, PL for polyline, M for move, CO for copy. So like that, there are command areas for each and every tool. So likewise, there are some functions for our function keys. There are function keys from F1 to F2. So there are some functions regarding these function keys. So in this video, we are going to discuss about these function keys. So starting from the first one, the first key is F1. F1 is for online help. So if I hold on any of these options, if I hold on this line option, you can see here F1 for more help. So if I press F1, you will get the Autodesk help. So you can know all the things about that too. Then next one is F2. F2 is regarding the command line display. If I press F2, you can see all the tools which you have used, all the commands you have used. So if I press F2 again, the command area off. Then F3 is regarding the object snap. Here you have the object snap option. There are so many object snaps here: endpoint, midpoint, center point, geometric center. Likewise, there are so many snap points. So if the snap option is, you can on the snap option by using the F3. Okay. Then the next one is F4. F4 is for 3D object snaps. Now here we are dealing with 2D CAD documentation. So for those who are using 3D, you can use F4 for 3D object snap. So here we have 3D object snap on and off. Here also there are so many snap points. Then next is the F5. F5 is for changing the ISO planes. You can see here there is isoplane option. If I on this isoplane option, you can see here there are isoplane left, isoplane top, isoplane and right. So if I press this F5, you can see here the plane gets changes. Then next is the F6. F6 means dynamic UCS. Here you can see the WCS, that is a world coordinate system. Now I'm just changing this 2D drafting to 3D modeling. Now I'm just drawing a box here. I'll use this box option from here. And I'm just drawing a box here. Then I will give specify a height also. So if I press my shift button and rotate this one, I can see a box here. I'm just changing it from wireframe to shaded. Now I can see a solid box here. So now I'm going to draw a circle over it. So I'm just choosing the circle option. So now the dynamic usage option is on here. Now if I look here, this is the dynamic usage option. So now it's dynamic usage is off. Now if I go for circle option and I want to draw a circle on this face, I'm just picking a point and drawing a circle here. Now it's okay for this face. Now again I'm going for circle option, and if I want to draw a circle on this face, if you look here, it is not coming on that face. It is coming on some other plane. So if I want to choose that face, I have to on this dynamic usage option. So I have to press F6. Now the dynamic usage option is on here. Now if I go for circle option again, now I can choose the plane onto which plane I have to, or I can choose the surface onto which I have to draw. So I'm just choosing this face, and if I draw here, you can see here now the circle is coming on that face. So you can use F6 function key for that. So I'm coming back to 2D drafting. Then next is F7. F7 is for grid display on and off. You can see here. Now the grid is off. If I want to on, I can again press F7. Then next is the F8, which is all similar to you all. Auto mode on and off is F8. So if I want to draw only vertical and horizontal lines, I can on this auto mode. Then next is the F9. F9 is for grid snap on and off. You can see here. Here is the snap mode. If I press F9, it gets on. So if the snap mode is on, I can only draw lines on these grid points. So I can draw lines only through this grids. So if I want to pick any points in between them, I have to off this one. So that is about grid snap. Then next is F10. F10 is for polar tracking. So if I press F10, so here is a polar tracking option. So here you can see on this options of polar tracking, here you can see some set of angles. Now the 30-degree increment option is on here. So I'm just oning this F10. So polar tracking is now on. Now if I draw anything, I'm just using the line option, and if I draw here, you can see a tracking line at every increment of 30 degree. So I get a tracking line at 30 degree. I get a tracking line at 60 degree. Now 90 degree, likewise. So now if I want to change the angle, I can change that also. So if I want it at 45 degrees, at 45 degree also, I will get that polar tracking. So F10 is the function key for polar tracking on or off. Then next is the F11. F11 is for object snap tracking on or off. So I'm just drawing a line here. So if I press F11, here I have object snap tracking on or off. So now the object snap is on. Now if I want to track any of these points, I can track it and draw anything. So I can track any of the points. So that is about F11. Then the last one is F12. F12 is for dynamic input on or off. If I draw a line here, you can see I can see a dimension. I can see the dimension of that line on a white colored box. So if I off this dynamic input, that is F12, that display gets off. So if the dynamic input is on, you will get the dimension of that line also. So that is about the function keys from F1 to F12. So once again, I will repeat: F1 for online help, F2 for command display, F3 for object snap, F4 for 3D object snap, F5 isoplane change, F6 dynamic UCS, F7 grid on or off, F8 ortho on or off, F9 grid snap on or off, F10 polar tracking on or off, F11 object snap tracking on or off, F12 dynamic input on or off. So that's all about this video. Keep watching. Thank you.